Hi, welcome to the closing of Module 7. In this module, we focused on rational number concepts and rational number procedures that should be emphasized within intensive intervention. And then we looked at what this looks like within a DBI framework. So now let's check in with Mr. Flores to see if we helped him out related to rational numbers.
My students are growing in their understanding of whole number operations, but because I'm working with several 4th and 5th grade students, I also need to focus on fractions, because I know fractions are essential for middle school and high school math. How can I best help kids learn fraction concepts?
Well, hopefully we hit upon both fraction concepts and fraction procedures in this module, Module 7. So what did we cover in detail? In Part 1, we talked about concepts of rational numbers. We talked about a lot of fraction concepts and a little bit about decimals and percentages. And so in the checklist for Part 1, we need to make sure that we're using these 3 different models for fractions and also teaching the concepts related to decimals and percentages. In Part 2, we talked about how the operations come into play related to fractions, decimals, and percentages. And so we emphasized different ways to help students model addition and subtraction and multiplication and division of fractions. So we use those different models. We also talked about understanding place value related to decimals and emphasized using appropriate language for describing these different operations within rational numbers. And then in Part 3, we reviewed our important delivery aspects of intensive intervention and our important strategies that should be embedded within intensive intervention and saw what that looks like within tutoring related to fractions. And so when we're thinking about our Part 3 checklist, we always want to make sure that we use explicit instruction, that we bring in multiple representations, and that our language is precise and concise, and that we still continue to build fluency. Even though we're moving to fractions and decimals, a lot of students still need fluency building activities embedded within their intensive intervention. We also need to make sure that we're still focused on problem solving and that we are also still utilizing a motivation component. So now to your classroom application. I want you to think about 2 ways that you can increase your modeling related to helping students understand rational number concepts. And then what are 2 ways that you can include increase your modeling related to rational number procedures? Now, as we leave Module 7, I know you're super sad. We finally get here to Module 8, which is going to be focused on fidelity and adaptations. So how do we make adaptations to the program when it's not exactly working for the student? What are some of the things that we can be thinking about? And how do we make sure that we're doing all of these things exactly as they need to be done? So to kick off Module 8, I'd like you to check out this article. It's about intensive intervention in mathematics. It'll get our minds wrapped around how to start to do intensive intervention with our students. So start reading that, and I will see you soon.